Alright, everyone, it's I, Schroeder Jasper Valentine, and today, yeah, there is quite a bit I want to get into today. Let's just say that, uh, there is some really not so nice shit going on, with ripping and rippers that I want to go over later today. And the whole Ripper Sword situation and all that. So yeah, I do want to cover that, especially because as of recently, several of my friends were hit by it, and and because of that, I feel like I kind of have to at this rate, just because it's started to affect several people I know, and it's started to affect like a lot of people that are close to me. So yeah, I'm gonna be going over that. But also, I'm also going to be beginning my look back and revisit of Palm Plaza Mall. Starting off with the new main plaza that is basically a recreation of the original mall, but in more condensed form, and also a little bit, and also a little bit like cut down, but also more advanced, because along with all the new lighting and everything else compared to the original, this also has some little upgrades that I will talk about when I get into the original maps a little bit, like the Palm Plaza Classic, and comparing it to this, and all that as well. So yeah, and also I'm also revisiting it just because Palm Plaza was one of my first big hits as far as like streams go, and it is one of my favorite series of worlds. Period. Both because of the vaporwave aesthetic, which, let's be honest here, vaporwave, it's not nearly as good to me as like steampunk or retro future. Um, you know, high fantasy, and all that. But it is still like up there with one of my favorite aesthetics, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about here, as this is actually a map that is chock full of quite a bit of detail, and yeah, so say let's get into this. So let's actually do this here, and the first thing to know about this map is that it is all vaporwave all the time. And that is one of the first fucking reasons I love it. Just because even its poorest done renditions, vaporwave still looks good. Like, not even kidding. I've seen really bad vaporwave abbeys, and they still look absolutely amazing. And because of that, like they're just really, like, it's just really just solid style that just can transcend any skill level, anything like that. It's really impressive and really cool, and I just love it. Um, Now, steampunk is my number one favorite. High fantasy is my second, and industrial liminal shit like an organism is my third. But vaporwave is one of my favorites of all time, and shit like this, that is a reminder of the reason why that is. So yeah, I absolutely love it just from that alone. But there are also some other things that I'm going to cover that also make this map truly a very wonderful and unique experience. Um, just one of which happens to be that, unlike organism, there's actually dynamic lighting. Well, not dynamic, but there are light probes. Yeah, none of the lighting in this world is dynamic. Uh, but does have light probes to help create the simulation that there is dynamic light. So, yeah, just already above organism in the light department alone. Though, organism will always be my number one, just in the sheer graphical fidelity and the sheer amount of shit they managed to cram into those worlds. So, not really saying much, but still quite impressive. Now, Palmy Deluxe. Which, by the way, the Palmies, I'm gonna get to a bit, but they're basically the stock Avi you could wear around here. I prefer to use either my Render or my God Runner. Currently, my God Runner, for reasons I will get into a bit, um, and it largely has to do with the whole, the whole Rip Store bullshit that's in VRChat right now. But yeah. Yeah, we'll get to that a little bit. Creamy Dreams. Just a little ice cream place. Large Henry, which is actually the Japanese food place. A little while ago, I thought it was like the Chinese food place. No, it's the Japanese one. Uh, and they didn't even do a menu for either the Chinese or the Japanese place, which is a little, yeah, not sure what to make of that. Oh, it's Frank Fun Buns Pizza. Which, by the way, I did not call this out originally. I don't think I did anyway. Again, it's been like, what, 6 months? But this is actually a reference to Five Nights at Freddy's, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And it's just a really just little clever reference to the games. Without being too on the nose and risking any copyright issues. And it's also just a really just fun reference overall. So yeah. And then there's the Chinese place, Golden Tiger. And then the Taco Bell reference, Taco Loco. Crystal Pepsi. I've heard that shit. There was a good reason it was discontinued. It was fucking nasty. That's why it was discontinued. But not seriously, that's actually why. Because no one bought it because it was fucking disgusting. And there's the pinnacle of all these malls in the world. At least this time. The video store. In this case, Laser Video. Oh, I remember that movie. It's really good. If you haven't watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, watch it. It's really, it's really a fantastic movie. It's actually amazing. The sequel is a little, actually no, both sequels are a little, Well, actually no, Bogus Journey isn't that bad. The third one's alright too. Yeah, they're all pretty good. There's Ghostbusters. And I did not even realize that the girl in it was Sigourney Weaver. For the longest time, I thought it was someone else, but yeah, I'm a dumbass. Oh, there's a really bad Speed Racer movie. What to say about this, except that it is really bad. And, um, yeah, the original show was way better. I mean, it does have a lot of good effects, don't get me wrong, but the plot is just really just, yeah, I don't know if it's serviceable. And then RoboCop, an absolute pinnacle of 80s media. And then the Terminator. Yeah, this is just a really just, it really is just something. Like, this world is, it's one of my favorites to just go and think. Like, if I cannot log into Organism because, my Wi-Fi card's being fucky, then just go here instead. And this is where I just, hang out, um, just think about shit, do all that. Just because, one, it is just such a chill world, not very much happens here. And two, it just is, it's really my kind of jam. Like Vaporwave, Vaporwave aesthetic, just the sheer amount of quality that was put into this. I mean, they even went all the way down to having the little, like clamps on the glass to hold in place. That is like really just, paying very close attention to detail. And just everything else about this world. Just really, just a wonderful world to be in. A wonderful world to be in alone. And, just thinking about shit. Doing that sort of thing. I mean, the cube mapping is a little lacking. I will admit that. And all renditions of this world have the cube map issue. Where the cube maps don't exactly line up, for one, and two, are all set to box project, for two. And yeah, that's a little weird. That's a little weird. It took me off the first time I was here. I really didn't like it, but whatever. Whatever. I mean, it's the artist's style. I'm not gonna hit them too hard for it. So yeah. Let's see. And here you have just the classic vaporwave statues in all their glory. And that one right there reminds me of Silva Gunner, which again is a channel that I talked about a little bit, But yeah, it's a channel that I knew a lot about back then, and they were big into like doing like meme remixes of music. And yeah, they just provide lots of fun to a lot of people. But unfortunately, Nintendo kind of got a little upset and basically copy strike them out of existence. Um, so yeah, they pretty much don't really upload anymore, as far as I know. I could be totally wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure they don't. Huh, that's cool. I still can never figure out if this was OEO or dead. But yeah, this was really a world that I just love coming to and just, just thinking on my own, just being on my own time pretty much. Now, usually it's a public instance, but as of recently, I cannot go Publix anymore, and for good reason. So, I know I talked about it a little earlier, but yeah, the whole Ripper Store shit is actually really that bad. Uh, just recently, I had my golden Fexa be taken down, not because it was reported, but because the creator found it on Ripper Store. And when they found it on Ripper Store, they freaked the fuck out. And deleted all their Abbies. And yeah, now I pretty much lost it altogether. Um, and VRChat will not do anything about this. Even when some of my own friends have been affected. LC Chan VR had his big, ginormous Kikyo ripped. Um, a few other friends had theirs as well. Like they're just hitting people left and right, and some of them are even using crashers to crash people, then hack in and rip shit. Like, that is why I am now avoiding public instances altogether. Is at least for now, is just simply because VR chat, they will literally just sit idly by and let all this shit happen. But yet, God forbid someone has a FNAF Abby or FNIA Abby, because they will take that shit down really quick. Like, just the sheer amount of garbage with that is just absolutely insane. Like, just absolute bullshit. And it's just some of the fucking laziest shit I have ever seen. And really negligent shit I've ever seen from VRChat and from, just the devs in general just not trying to give a fuck and actually help, like combat against Abby ripping. And that, yeah, that's just not right. And this is some Freddy Fun Buns. And as you can see, there's fish on that pizza. And also, Crystal Pepsi. But to each their own, except for Crystal Pepsi, because that is universally hated by everyone. Fiji War. What the? Yeah, some of the vending machines don't have all their labels. Because like if we check over here, with this one it has all that. It has all theirs. But this one, not so much. which is real unfortunate, but limited time. Palmy Deluxe. Which, by the way, the Palmies are the standard Abbey of Palm Plaza. They are... Fuck. They're these guys right here. And they're all PC only. Every single one of them. But then again, this is entirely PC only world, so I'm not really, surprised by that. But you can like configure them to have different outfits, different buy styles, different a whole host of our shit. Like yeah, they're very versatile abbeys. Just like this is a very versatile. Ah, sorry. Um, but yeah, that's kind of why I am not using my rendos right now. But yeah, back to the Ripper Store shit. That's kind of why I'm not using my abbeys right now. Or rather, using my rendo abbeys right now um, is because of the fact that like I'm really scared that they're probably gonna start. They might have to take them down eventually because with all the shit going on right now, and with how the VRChat devs basically said, fuck you everyone, and didn't try to help one bit. They're really scared. I'm really scared that eventually it's gonna get to the point where the vacancy render is gonna be ripped, and then vacancy's gonna have to take that one down and remake it. So yeah, it's really just gonna be it's just a real shit show right now as far as VRC's going. Hopefully they do get this straightened out, but I don't know. I don't really have any faith in devs for most part, for obvious reasons, but yeah. So you're gonna be seeing a lot more streams with Redline coming up. I know I don't really like streaming in my God Runner, but it's probably gonna get to the point where I might actually have to do it more often. Just solely because of what is happening. So yeah. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot more streams with Redline coming up here. Another time. Damn, this entire room is just peak. Well, this is more 90s, but peak nostalgia. Is that right? Yep, it is. There's Super Mario 64. And some Crystal Pepsis you cannot move. Look at that PC. We have Unreal Tournament. We have Men Black Demo. We have what else do we have? We have Doom 2, I believe. Oh, Half-Life. Hell yeah. And Quake 2 and a bunch of others. Ah, dolphin. Hello! What do we have here? Well, she's really, cute. Hang on. Alright now, Jake Finn. It's like Jake Finn waits for me to start streaming and then spams me with the most fucking messages he can to come join him. I swear to God, that is actually his strategy. And YouTube's mobile servers are being crap. They figured out streaming on the desktop side, but they never figured out streaming on the phone side. There's a working movie player. Not gonna test it because you know how my PC gets with movie players. They yeah, it gets all sorts of fucky. Super shady. Okay, that sort of reminds me of Sun Out Organism. Just, that kind of surreal style of a giant Arizona can pouring into, you know, pouring into a lake, making a little makeshift waterfall. Yeah, that reminds me very heavily of Organism because, that kind of surreal style almost really just reminds me of that sort of, just, it kind of reminds me of what you see in Organism, where, there's a really, really big hat, or and it's poured water, or there's, a really, really big train, or, that sort of thing. That's kind of what you'd see there. And that one liminal map I found a while back is kind of like that. It's kind of a mix of Organism and Palm Plaza to a lesser extent. And it's a really good mix for that matter. So yeah. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, we are not going to Prismic on stream. Yeah, fuck that shit. Now that liminal world is not finished anytime soon, and I don't think it will. Well, I think it will be, but I don't think it will be for a little while yet. Only because it seems like they're gonna be pretty ambitious and they're gonna, make it absolutely fucking ginormous. So, yeah. It's probably gonna end up like organism in a matter of fucking um days. Well, matter of months rather, but you kind of get my drift. Um, so yeah, we're gonna be I'm gonna really be looking forward to that and seeing just how that goes and just what comes out of that because already that world seems like it could be a very strong contender to the likes of Palm Plaza and Organism and possibly even surpass them. Though let's be honest here, nothing will ever surpass Organism. That world is peak VRChat being peak VRChat. Like no world will ever get better than Organism has or define this game better than Organism has. So, yeah, very slim possibility, but I will absolutely say that there is a big possibility we'll probably surpass this Palm Plaza Mall. So, yeah. Ah, yes. Original Mario Bros. Street Fighter 2. Back when it was still called Virtua Fighter. I think that's the story of Street Fighter. Was that was originally called? No, two different games. Virtua Fighter was developed by Sega. Street Fighter was developed by Capcom. That's right. And I am a dumbass. It's Donkey Kong, Pac-Man. I used to grow up with a lot of these games. Especially Mario Bros. Because my mom fucking loves Nintendo. That was her shit back then. Um, Street Fighter 2, Burger Time, another classic. That later got remade several times, I might add. It got remade, I believe in 2006 for 360. I heard that or 2007, or 2010. Because 360 was out for a while by then, so I'm pretty sure it was 2010. But when it got remade, Asteroids. That one actually works. By the way, that's just a flappy hat game you see in every single VRChat world ever now. Um, and this one, I'm not so sure what this is. But I do somewhat remember the characters on here. At least somewhat. Not sure what they have to do with anything or why they would be in this place, but oh well. And it's just more the same. Ah, there's a little bar up here, which you can actually enter. But none of these are interactable, though. Sadly. Except for... Oh, hey, Joe Thompson, how you doing? And damn right, yeah, this is Palm Plaza Mall. It is a world that I visited previously, but decided to revisit. Really cool place. Would certainly recommend it if you have a PC that could play VRChat at decent frame rates. It's certainly better than my PC. But now my PC's shit. It has like a 1060 in it. How you doing? Hey, right here, I am having so many memories. Um, Sorry. We have Gunbuster here. A series I watched back in 2020 when I was at one of my oh nice! One of my lowest points. Yeah. Um so I have especially strong shit for a Gunbuster. Certainly not going in there. Char's counterattack. Which, by the way, Holy shit! Thanks for the sub! And holy shit, my sub alert actually worked that time. Most of the time it doesn't even fire. But yeah, that there is a Char's counterattack. That is a series. That is a movie actually that I remember very very well. And another one that I will definitely recommend. Just be warned, it does contain the OG standard for mobile suit sacrifices in the end. So you're gonna need a lot of tissue. But yeah. Another little arcade. I recognize that one. A6. Now, all credits is where it's gonna get a little weird. Because some of these people still may or may not be active, and there may not have been a controversy in the past. I'm not so sure. Um, but yeah, we have Fiji Water, who, by the way, is actually a person who helped design this world. Sayuyu, the Palmy creator, literal god, I mean cake. Who designed who actually like built the world basically, and is the person responsible for all this. Bernadette, who did 3D models, and Pyrollax, who did the Udon and Help. There has some art, some OG concept art here. No comment. So what do I think about this world overall? Um, it's one of my fucking favorites. But actually, no, we should spend a bit more time on the actual world itself, or the creators themselves, because there's some interesting things I do want to discuss. Um, this guy is famous outside just this world. He actually he actually did a lot of our art, I believe on DeviantArt, and is really famous for drawing a lot of really good shit. Not so sure if they're still active. I really do not know anything about them other than that. Um, Actually, no, they're still active, just not in DeviantArt. If you get what I'm saying. Um, and he was one of the OGs as far as I could tell for VRChat and all that. Again, as far as I could tell. Um, Beyond that, I really don't fucking know too much about the guy. I heard there was some controversy with him at one point, like something regarding some stolen models or assets or whatever. Um, but there wasn't any proof of that. So he was largely clear of that, and now everyone just just treats it as just some rumors spread by people who didn't like him very much, rivals of his, um, who wanted him out of the business but failed. Um, Bernadette, I don't know shit about, except they may be responsible for designing those weird shark abs you see um, around VRChat sometimes, those really old ones. So anytime you see a really old shark abby, that's probably something that they designed. Pyrolix, he's the coder. Almost nothing is known about him. I'm pretty sure that's a VTuber. I could be wrong. And this is another guy who we really don't know too much about. But this was the main focus here, and he is responsible for a lot of things. I'll just leave off on that. Quite frankly, there, I should at least give my thoughts on this world overall. Starting with the history it has. Back in the day, this was a really big gathering spot for VRChat. Like, a lot of people remember this area very, very fondly. Um, and remember the original PPM very, very fondly. Even despite, all these stolen asset controversies that, were spread by rivals and all that were later debunked. And where no one buys now. In fact, if you want to look at stolen assets, I'm not going to say it. That's a little too far, but yeah, even after all that, they still really, this place is still held in very high regard, and for obvious reasons. This is one of the defining worlds of VRChat. Graphics design, absolutely insane. Um, like Vaporwave is just a good aesthetic to work with. It's not too hard to make a good Vaporwave good Vaporwave mall, but they really, took it and ran with it and went above and beyond what even I thought was possible. And just for that alone, I do, think that is just a really just amazing world, aesthetic wise and just graphically wise. I mean, yeah, there are some issues for the newly redone Palm Plaza. For one thing, if we look over here very, very carefully, you'll notice that the entire cap of all the railing is missing. Yeah, that's not such a good look. I will admit, that is a little weird. Also, there's some texture warping, this Q map issue. Q map issues, but then again, that could just be because they just use baked Q maps instead of screen space reflections. There's missing menus. There's a lot of missing shit, graphically speaking, but other than that, real, really good. Gameplay-wise, performance-wise, really good as well. This not only has a lot of utility, like you could bring a lot of people here and meet with them if they're, all PC only, but, there's quite a bit to do. Like, there's quite a bit to interact with as well. More organism, that's for sure. It's just a really just good world for like a multitude of uses. Like it's not just one use case that this world is just really good in. There are a multitude. Um, Now, level design wise, also really good. I have not seen any better laid out mall worlds than this. This has to be peak as far as mall world layouts go and all that. Just absolutely peak. And it is one of the things that I just really love about this world. Um, I mean, it is a little bit smaller than our net hub than a lot of our worlds, and some of it is all PNGs, but hey, do I care? No. No, I certainly do not care. At all. So, yeah. Um, yeah, again, just a really good world, just really, really fantastic world. It's just just very well designed, very well put together, and overall it's just a really nice place to bring people and to talk about shit and all that. So yeah, just just really just and also the just references that are in it. Those are really fun as well. Not gonna lie. So, what is my overall score for this world? My overall score for this world would have to be about, give or take, um, 9.8 out of 10. Like, it's really, really well designed, really, really well done, and if you have a really good PC, then yeah, absolutely come here. Hell, if you have a PC at all, come here. It doesn't really take that much uh, performance-wise to run. It would certainly help to have a better PC, but it's not a requirement for this world. You're fine using whatever. Um, so, uh, what will I be doing tomorrow? Well, tomorrow is when Sarah Dynamite comes home. So, in other words, by then I might be doing one of two things. Either A, I might not be streaming at all because, I did the stream tonight, or B, I might still be streaming and I might throw a big welcome home celebration for um or at least do a little welcome home stream for uh Sarah Dynamite. So that's probably what I'm gonna be doing. Either of those two things. Again, nothing is really set in stone yet. Nothing is really done yet, but that's my general plan, and we'll see to it. We'll see what fucking happens. Um, hopefully everything goes well. I don't experience any issues, any of that, and I could do it. But again, I don't really know. This PC has been becoming more and more unpredictable recently. I've been having more and more issues with it, and just getting streams started in the first place. So it might happen tomorrow or it might not happen tomorrow. Is the is my end verdict. And hopefully it does happen tomorrow. So yeah. Um and on Friday, if I do a stream tomorrow, Friday is gonna be no stream day. But if I don't, then yeah, I'll do something on Friday. Uh it will all depend. It will all depend on whether or not, I do a stream tomorrow. And all that. which there is a 95% chance that I will do. Um, or at least a good chance that I will do. Again, my PC is a little fucky, and I cannot really, control when it works and doesn't work. But I will at least try to get it working and try to do a stream tomorrow where I pretty much just welcome Sarah back and all that. Because in case you did not know, maybe because they really haven't mentioned it until now. Well, just kidding. I did mention it earlier too, but not nearly to this extent. And that is that Sarah was away for a family trip in Puerto Rico for the last 2 weeks, and they're coming home tomorrow. So, because of that, they're pretty much gonna be back, and that'll mean we'll pretty much have them on stream once again, doing their thing, and I won't have to be, holding down the fort pretty much on my own anymore, which will be nice because I can only give, so many dry technical well, not really dry. I do throw in a bit of humor too. Okay, it's a little drier than most, but yeah, I can only give so many dry technical explanations and crazy over the top humor for so long without supporting. Let's be honest here. So it'll be more than good to have back, and that is what we will just be hopefully showing off tomorrow. So yeah. And yeah, I am stalling a little bit until I hit a little over the 1 hour mark because I don't like doing streams early. Like that's the thing about me. I just do not like doing that. Hmm. So yeah. Dum da 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 dum. Oh yeah, one more thing. Uh, sometime soon, I hope to get somebody in my Discord to like inspect it and go over it really thoroughly before I actually open it. Just because, again, I am very, very inept when it comes to Discord and all that. Like my social media skills have genuinely not developed past the 2010s. Um, and are still really stuck in the 2010s, unfortunately. So, yeah, I am absolutely going to be sending someone in and having them inspect it, make sure that everything is, at least good to go before I open it up. So that's pretty much gonna be my next big big move here as far as like Discord shit's concerned. Um, Hopefully everything's ready to go. Hopefully everything's ready to go. Again, we will see, but I think it is. I think I worked, hard enough on it. And, if I could have somebody actually, like organize it and like, properly organize it and, like do shit properly, then that would be an extra plus. So, yeah. But anyway, I gotta get going. You pretty much know the drill. I can't stay here forever. So, thank you all for watching this wonderful stream here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, week, whatever. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for for the return stream of Sarah Dynamite, hopefully, if I actually do it. So yeah, good night, everyone. Stay classy, everyone, and good night. And I'll see you all tomorrow hopefully for Sarah Dynamite's return stream. Again, my PC is a little fucky. It's been a little unstable, but hopefully I can actually do it tomorrow. So yeah, see you there, everyone.